Yes, sir. Get it. Yes, sir. Hey, you know what it is, man. You know where you at. Buck City Reloaded. Buck City Reloaded. My phone's going ham. My phone's going ham. Me and the Cuddies just got off the phone. Look. Crazy family, man. Crazy family. Salute everybody in the building. Salute everybody in the building. Bloodthirst. Vito, what up? Hard and Finish. Bub Johnson, salute, brother. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Quick FC, what up? Make sure y'all smash that like button. This Awake and Bake. Another one. Another one. We here. We here. Smash that like button. Let's get this one out in the algorithm. You know how they do. When we get on that like button, it goes up. We know how we do. You know how we do, man. Rocket, what up, brother? Borderland, what up? Salute. Salute, man. Everybody. Salute. Got a little show today. We got a little something today. Little talk, little dog talk, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, a little Q&A, little, you know, we're going to mix it up. It's Buck City Reloaded. Appreciate everybody that come over to the What the Helly TV. You know, I kind of figured out a happy medium with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it over here. Like, if you really here for the dog content, I figure, you know, you're going to come to the channel with the less subscribers, you know. You're going to get over here with the less subscribers. We'll do all the other stuff over on the other joint, you know, all the everything that if you're not here for that and all, you know, we could have a happy medium, you know, we could really come to a happy medium. Musician in the building, salute all the OGs, man. I talk my shit, but you know, we wouldn't be nowhere without y'all. Y'all had to be young knuckleheads one day, and then now, you know, you OGs now, you know, so it goes hand in hand. Rock, what up, my brother? Appreciate you for pulling up, man. All the support. You know, we're going to keep building. Keep building. That's it. We're not going to tear nothing down, and we just building, right? That's it. You can tear shit down, and, you know, you tear down a bunch of stuff that somebody else built. You tear down even stuff that you built. Okay? But we're not doing none of that. We straight building over here. We straight building. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna salute Kraken Kennel, the 8-legged monster. Facebook's always hilarious. There's a post over there going right now, and you know, dudes say genetics don't lie of one picture of a dog. Okay. This could go many different ways. It's many different ways you could look at this. Right? I see it all the time. You'll get a dog, and that's a sales pitch too. It's like, oh yeah, this dog looks just like Jeep, or you know what I'm saying, whatever dog. You know, Macho Buck gets it a lot. I think Macho Buck and Mayday get that shit more than anybody. You know, just because you got a dog that's got the muzzle, and you know he looks like this. He's got a dark muzzle with the flop down ears, or the Macho Buck dogs, you know how the Buck dogs look, you know, with the heart-shaped heads, you know, with the muzzle. You get you get a lot of this. You know, people will think, you know, they got macho buck way back in the 5th generation. They'll say, like, you know, genetics don't lie. They don't, you know, and they don't to a certain extent, to a fault. You know, I've seen rascal dogs. I've seen all kind of other bloodlines that resemble to the T some of the phenotypes that you'll see of dogs that they're not even related to. Right? You look at a dog. I think it was uh I think it was Mike Lee. Mike Lee has some puppies. He showed them, and I swear I thought they were Mayday bred puppies. Right? Totally different bloodline. Totally different. Right? We could have said genetics don't lie with that. Like, oh yeah, this is a Mayday dog. Oh yeah, you right, man. It resembles. Now there's more to it. Plus, a dog has many different expressions than a picture, right? You see three pictures of this dog. You never seen this dog in real life. You didn't, because you didn't care. You bred to a dog. You sent your dog somewhere. You didn't care to fly in and get the good view of this animal. See how he acts, his temperament. How does he act toward new people, new surroundings, different things, right? Some of it's not accessible, but sometimes people don't even try, you know. And if you buying dogs off a guy and he don't even want to meet up like in the city somewhere, Walmart, some, you know, local public location or something. I mean, to me, that's a red flag right there. I'm not advocating for people to be able to come to the yard, but you know, come on, you know. If I'm that serious sketchy about you, I just call, you know, my brothers, like, hey man, what you guys doing, man? Come through. I'm about to go meet this guy, and you know, I don't know him, man, but you know, let's pull up on him and check his temperature. All right, well, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in 30. All right, we'll just wait. We'll go in an hour. I'll tell him to meet me there in an hour. All right, cool. And we go check it out. If it's that sketchy, right? So just because your dog looks like Virgil or looks like one of these dogs way in the back that people venerate, that doesn't mean that that's your shit, or that doesn't mean that the genetics didn't lie and they didn't, you know, because his brother that wasn't shit probably got to look the same too, right? There's plenty of dogs that look like Macho Buck that weren't shit. They looked exactly like him. As a matter of fact, before he even came, there was plenty of dogs that looked just like that same exact phenotype, and some of them were good, some of them weren't. Okay. So when you're getting this shit and you're thinking like that this is the phenotype that dog started, then you're going to base it off of one picture of a dog, right? That's crazy to me. That's nuts. I wouldn't get too deep into that like that. It's a sales pitch, you know. Your dogs, the genetics of your dog, it has far more to do with the way the dog looks, you know, for in macho buck situation. Right? Did he have good confirmation? He looked good. They had a good conditioning regimen on the dog to make him look the way he does in a historical moment. But that one picture that you saw with the conditioned up, you know, that's far from what you're going to genetically see from your dog on a day to day, because that's not what the dog walks around looking like every day. One picture of a dog can be like night and day. That's why people want to see another picture of him. Oh, let me see you. You got another picture. I think Tom just put out a picture of Frisco that nobody ever saw. Real good looking dog. Right. So it's important to get different variations, multiple pictures of the dog, not just one picture. And then you just say genetics don't lie on a dog just because he's alert and his ears stick to the front like this dog. That dog, he don't look like this every day. Right. So watch out, man. Watch out. It's a lot of grifting. It's a lot of grifting just because a dog looks like a certain dog. That's not the genetic. That doesn't mean that dog is as strong as that dog or any other type of function. Okay. Yeah, no, I think Frisco was a good looking dog. I'm not gonna lie. And just say the dog wasn't a good looking dog. I think he was. I won't just go all in and just say that, he's the best looking dog ever. And, I'm not going to go that far. But for the most part, when you look at the Frisco dog, he was definitely a decent looking dog. Okay. He wasn't too short. He actually had a really long body like I like. There's a lot of qualities that I do like. Hold up. You check these transactions. Got to get some transactions, man. Hey, get the magazine. Get the magazine. Get you a copy. Get you a copy of the APBT magazine. We all the way in Europe. We got magazines all the way in Europe. We got people. Hey, we're networking. We networking, man. I got the link right there. Click the link, set it up. Get you a magazine. Volume 1's out. Volume 2 is out right now. This is what they said. It wasn't never going to come out. So that's the only reason why I'm saying this. They said it wasn't going to come out. And here we are. So salute everybody, man. Borderland, what up, brother?
Oh, hello. Can
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
hear me? Yeah, all right. For sure. What's
Yes.
going down?
What up with it?
Yeah, same old same. What we on?
I know we just talking about 'cause I see this a lot. And this post, one of the guys. So dudes say genetics don't lie off one picture of a dog.
No.
Let's
Right.
just say, like I see a dog. Let's say the Achilles dog. Let's say I see one fucking picture of Achilles and then I get a goddamn dog off Achilles or something, or 5 generations down in this case, because dudes, they do macho book like this a lot.
Right.
And then I just say, but I never saw Achilles. I just saw one damn picture of this damn dog.
So you say
Right.
that the genetics are there.
And they say genetics don't lie.
Nah. I mean, if you breed it tight and right, like, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know how to
Let
turn
me
it
see.
around.
Hold on. Let me get you in there. Hold up.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to switch it around.
I think you got to go to settings, they said.
Settings. More. Oh, it's because I'm on. Never mind. Well, this is what I'll do. I'll just do it like this. You see the Achilles in them, but not the brown one. It's not Achilles bread. Well, it is actually on the top side. But I mean, if you got it tight and right, you'll be able to see the genetics. But if it's just one time 5 down the road, I don't see I don't see it being like that.
But wouldn't it be more to it than just the look of the dog? That in that one
Oh
picture,
yeah. Oh
you know,
yeah,
like
definitely.
it would
I
be the
mean,
way he acts. It would be the way, you know, like
exactly
it's
the
a
whole. If
lot
you've
with the
been breeding
genetics.
it, you know what I'm saying. You'll know. You'll see those traits coming out. But if 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 you don't, then I mean, there's no way you know just because it looked like the dog. There's a million dogs that look like Achilles,
Exact
Bless,
from different
like
bloodlines. That's my
bloodlines,
point.
right? Yeah, because you got to remember these dogs have connecting genes way back in the day, so they got a certain look that pops up sometimes in different ways. It's like they say about people. Uh, there's seven eyes, seven noses, seven ears, seven, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you got people that look like each other, you know what I mean? Completely
Right, right.
different genetics, but once you mix and match the same,
All the combos.
right, you got people that look a lot alike.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so yeah, nah, picture and
Would you
can't,
agree that that's just one of the features when we're talking about genetics? Just the, you know, the look, the exterior of the
yeah,
dog. You
hell
know,
yeah. Hell yeah, it comes down to, I mean, down to the heart. Intelligence is a feature, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? That you should see pushed down through your dogs. And
well, the look didn't make the dog famous. The dog
right,
made the look famous. Right.
right, exactly,
So
exactly,
that's what I'm thinking. Like all these other genetics came before the look.
right,
It's like, okay, this motherfucker is like this. This man, he does this. I like this. Wow, he's doing this, and then boom, he looks like this. You
right.
know,
So then
not
people started assuming that them looking like that made them be like that dog.
exactly.
Right? Nah, that's definitely not it.
Jeff Smith,
Definitely.
Mike Dan, Hemi James,
Salute,
Cosman.
salute.
What up, brothers? Ty Green in the building. Salute. Andre Drake. What up, y'all? Smash that like button. It
Oh,
helps the
yeah.
channel the most.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull back up, book. I'm gonna pull in on my computer
Oh, yeah. You already know, brother.
already.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Everybody smash that like button if you haven't already. It's the Wake and Bake Show. You know how we do, man. We waking and baking. So we looking at let me see. Let me see, because actually, like we saying, we just said, do I like Frisco? Uh I do like his phenotype. I really do. Let me get him up here. You know what I'm saying? We looking at this, we crank it up. We look at that. We look at those extremities of that dog. We look at, how he's built, even though he's not conditioned. And we saw that other dog up there. We could kind of see some of the same type of characteristics of the dog, how he is and everything. You can look at that as a comparison to this dog right here. And I mean, looking at Frisco, he has a pretty damn good, it's damn near dead on. You take some weight off of him. I think Frisco might got maybe a hair more leg. I probably just go out there and say that. You see the tail going down. Um, You know, he's a good structured dog. He looks strong. Um, Muzzle, straight box like. Let me check out his muzzle. Straight box like muzzle. Okay. Um, because the coat, short and bristle, glossy. You know, he looks pretty decent. I mean, like I said, he's just on the chain. He's not doing nothing special. He's just on the chain. He's just on the chain right now. So shoulders wider than rib cage. That's huge. I think that's huge. That's gonna, you know, if you're standing out, if you're looking like an athlete, if you're looking like a machine, that's gonna be huge. And it doesn't have to be much wider, but as you can see, you know, his shoulders do tend to be just a little bit wider than the body, and then what a rib cage rather. And plus, he's kind of fat right now. He's got some fat, so you know, I mean, you could look at that. A lot of this is going to come down. He's going to tighten up the back end. I think they wanted it straight. You know, the muscle to be flat, not really bulky. You don't really want the real bulky back end, right? On the standard, right? So now I say Frisco look like a damn good dog. I had to say, you know, if I had him, whoever had him, you know, I would say that it's a good looking dog. Some people like him, some people don't. You know, I mean, Tom Garner, you know, he gets it in. He gets it in. He got dudes pulling up, getting that shit. You know, they love to garner stock. You can't you can't tell people how not to do what they're programmed to do, bro. They're gonna go buy that shit. Plus, it's like Disneyland. It's like fuck, you know. Let me go up here see this setup and shit. Because if you're trying to build your setup, then you're gonna want to go hear it from somebody that's got a fat, successful setup, right? I think this is that one of Frisco that was that nobody really saw. Okay, never seen before. Okay, so this is the never seen before Frisco photo. As you can see, he did flatten down significantly on the back end. You know what I'm saying? This he's got his shit together right here. You know, he looks good. His arms look good. He looks exactly how I thought he would have looked if um if he was trimmed down in the other picture. Okay. I mean, that's what I would imagine. I would imagine him looking similar to this right here. Right. Shoulders would have get creased up, but it's still gonna be wider than the rib cage. The back end's looking good. It's real stout. See how it kind of bulge right here a little bit. It's looking a little bit more flat muscle, you know, lean muscle. You don't really want the bulk muscle. You want the lean muscle when you're conditioning. So yeah, man, look, you gotta get it in, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Um, you know, we're getting it. He said Amy Greenwood said Jimmy Boots was close to perfection. Jimmy Boots. Let me see if I can pull him up. See if I can pull up old Jimmy Boots. Yeah, nah, Jimmy Boots look good as hell. I'll tell you that. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. A good looking dog. Yeah. And you can look at him, he looks kind of long. You know, his legs, he got some little more leg on him than those other dogs. And you can look at he's got more of this right here, this torso area. He's got more of that too. You know, nice male, long neck. I like that long neck, right? And I don't know who made this one, but you know, this dog's neck ain't really long like that. You know, it's not. So, I mean, I ain't, everything can't be perfect. Everything can't be perfect, but no, I definitely like the way Jimmy Boots looks like he can breathe. You just got more there. More there. You're long. You can be in position. Probably got good reach if that's what you was into back then. Of course, you're gonna have to be able to have good reach and leverage and stuff when you're dealing with those hogs too. Believe it or not, you know it's gonna come into play where you're gonna have to hold him out from the tips of it, and you're gonna have to swing around, and your extremities are gonna have to be long enough for you to maneuver and stay out of trouble at some point. You know, we don't gotta believe it, but at some point, you dig.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
yeah. So what I missed, I was trying to log in. It was tripping.
He said,
But
but Jimmy Boots didn't produce well unless they kept all the stock. Hey, look, we just talking about confirmation, because you know, I guess it's just a good topic. Confirmation, right?
I think Jimmy Boots was a freak out of his whole litter. I don't think nothing else in his litter was worth the doing. But I don't know. I can't really
Yeah.
speak on it. But as far as confirmation, it is
She said the area below the eyes and the muzzle could have been more filled out.
the eyes and the muzzle. Yeah, you gotta remember he's taken down for he's they brought his weight all the way down.
Right.
That's the photo before his match with Bully Son or Bobby or what was Bully Son's name? Um,
Uh oh. Uh oh. The position. He said, saving my cash, Buck, to get a new son of Frisco clone to breed back to my old Pure Bolio.
hey,
Listen, man, I'm telling you that,
you know,
especially you on the West Coast too, you're gonna be the only guy in the West Coast with that shit. That's
they're
gotta be worth
what's determining it.
your money back times 10 at the very least.
Sorry about that, y'all. Kiddos. But that how much cash you think he gonna probably be saving a minute. Might have to take out a mortgage loan.
Let me see. We look at that one dog, a show dog, got a good show pedigree.
There's a couple people I'm bringing them back, man.
Let me see this. Hold up.
How long you had Mike on ice, bro?
You said what?
How long have you had Mike on ice?
I think I collected Mike in 2016 or 17 or something like that.
Yeah. They bringing dogs back from 30 years ago off the ice. Curious to see how it works out.
Okay, so this dog right here, this dog has an extensive like ADBA pedigree, and just the look on that sapsucker,
Yeah.
that's giving me, I like this, this is a good phenotype, man. I don't know his weight, but that dog looks serious, and they've been winning.
Yeah.
I think he's a champion. So he's a champion. That's that pipeline dog. And if you look at his pedigree, he comes off a champion, got the pipe bomb dog, and back here ADBA champion. Like, these are champion dogs.
Yeah.
This dog right here, great phenotype.
Batman dog. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that Batman, like that motherfucker looks good, bruh. Tall. I mean, he ain't too tall, but you see what I'm saying about the extremities, from here to here. You wanna have a little something right here. You don't want this to be just as tall as the paw, this area right here. See, some dogs, this little area right here is just as tall as this right here. And I get it. Nobody pays attention to that. And that's why you've been getting what you've been getting, because you're not paying attention. You got to build the right athletes. If you expect the motherfucker, a car to do all this high performance shit, you got to build them for high performance. That's a fact, man. You could call it like you want, man. Hey, man, Prophet Swamper with the super chat, man. Buck win, man. 24/7. Buck win 24/7. Appreciate you for the support, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Say, bud.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, Swamper.
Salute. Hey, Buck, I just sent you a picture to your phone. Throw that one up. If you can.
Let me see. What's going on in the chat? What up, y'all?
What's good?
Salute,
What's good?
man. Hit that button.
My damn
Hit that button, y'all.
What's good,
Support the
fellas?
channel. Hit the button.
FFK, yep. Smash that like button. Grab your mag.
Where we at? Hey, get that magazine. That's the best thing going right now. Get it.
Oh, yeah.
Go get it. Support the team. Support the breed in general. We're doing this for the breed.
It's all about these beautiful
710 20 25. Yes, sir. Let me see.
Who else is in the building? I mean, your rock. What's good, my brother? Prophet Swamper, GB, and Jane. Andre Drake. Quip.
Rocco, what up?
The musician.
Everybody
Kai.
salute, man.
Jeff Smith.
Salute to the Busters. You know, I don't want to forget about you guys, man. I still got love, man. You guys, just not this year, man. Maybe next year you can make a resolution and be solid. You know, but nah, this wasn't your year. This is a bad year for the Busters. It ain't my fault. When we take our L's, we take it on the chin, man. Take that. Like Diddy, take that, take that. I take my losses on the chin every time. I take my L's on the chin, brother.
Hell yeah.
Every time a motherfucker see me lose or take a loss or whatever, man, trust me, bro. I took that on the chin.
Head held high.
Yes, sir. You ain't gonna break me.
What he say? This little nigga got heart.
They got me fucked up. They're like, hey, are you fighting dogs? Like, you can't be serious.
25.
They didn't want me to win because I swear to God, they would have been like, hey, do you want to say anything? I would have been like, you goddamn right, I want to say something, motherfucker. I think I was thinking about that day more than anything. That kind of threw my equilibrium off. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't wait.
Wait till I win this.
I'm gonna skate off in a motherfucking Wraith. You know, like right out the courtroom in a motherfucking Wraith and throw a stack of ones in the sky. Like, fuck them. You know. Hey man, you got to dream big, man. I got a big dreaming palette.
Hell yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I got that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, that's a good looking dog. Talk to us.
That's Chapito's sister. That's Milaga.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she's the one in the mag.
Yeah, she in the mag.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
And her top side is Chapo. So that's right. Chapito's sister. That's a picture that she was at her show.
You got the perfect amount of leg on her. You see her arms. You see it. You know, you see the chest. You know, everything up in here. You know, you get that dog. You get a perfect side view of that dog, and I'll remake the standard with her.
Okay.
You know, get a nice side view. And I'm gonna make one of these for that bitch, you know, because she's a great example and in great shape.
Well, there was 4 born, 1 died. All 3 of them, Chapito, her, and Gertie, perfect prototypes, man.
DMD, I love them, man. They supported me with the magazine, shot me some pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to pretty much use anything they got. You know, they gave me permission. You know, we chopped it up. Hopefully to get those guys over on board over here. You know, if you guys see them guys, tell them, hey man, APBT magazine, Buck City Reloaded, loves what you're doing, supports what you're doing, and you know, if together we can really rock because they got a good thing going on. I know they got a great graphic designer over there. It made my job just way easier. You know what I'm saying? So nah, man, I'm looking forward to working with groups of people that are pushing that hard line, man. They got good dogs, man. Let me go back over there. Let me look at that ped again. Let me look at that ped again. Let me see. Let me get this off of there. Get that Batman back up there. You know, that's a good looking dog. I could do it with him. I could do it with him. He's a good looking dog, man. That's a good looking dog right there. Okay.
And I appreciate y'all showing the love for Milagra on the chat, man.
Now, if I could change anything about this dog, now I definitely would throw a little bit of bone density on those legs. But if we just looking at him just for what he is, you gotta love what it is. And you can see that he has a little neck on him. You know, it's not huge neck, but he's got more neck than this other dog right here. You know, he got more neck than this motherfucker. Even though it's a fucked up angle, maybe we could argue, you know, maybe. But if I had to bet $1, I'll bet that the black dog has more neck on him. You know, if I just had to guess. So throw a little bit more bone on there, extremities, different thing. You know, just gonna throw a little tad bit of bone, you know, 2% or something, you know, more bone or something, nothing major. And other than that, man, I like it. I like its conformation. I like it. I mean, you can't never hurt going a little bit long in this area, right? But you know, when you're stepping into these arenas, and if they got their own standard, then they're gonna measure it for what their standard is. They might think that you got too much bone. You know, they might think that you're disproportionate, you know, to another liking, and you know they'll go with something else. Because I swear those surreal dogs, if that's all you really like to do is shows and stuff, I swear those dogs. One day I was at a show, and this is only one show. Maybe they went to another show and this didn't happen, but they cleaned the flow, bruh. They cleaned the flow that day. They wiped the flow. They shut everybody down. They were winning. They were winning everything, and I
Get out the
couldn't see
building.
what it was. You say what?
They were like, get out the building, Batman here. I think I want to say Mona was showing him. I
Oh,
remember
Batman.
Yeah, she showed
Yeah,
Batman.
that's what say partner Mona Watts right here.
Yeah.
This pipeline dog. ADBA. So that's producer of excellence, right?
Mona bring them dogs to the show. They look like statues, man. Shout out to Mona. They look like they
She does it right, huh?
Oh man, she does it right.
That's what I'm talking about, man. These some good looking dogs. Look at this pipe bomb dog. He's been winning too. He got a little neck on him, little, you know. As a matter of fact, he might be a little bit more what I'm talking about. It looks like he just got a little bit more. And you can look at the pedigree and see where it's coming from. Like they need to, well, they don't need to do anything. These dogs are perfect, right? But if you're gonna bring it into my house, you know, I'm gonna need to put a little bit of Mayday in here, man. And that's just gonna it's just gonna give you a bigger structure. Your structure is gonna be better. I ain't gonna say better. I think that's cheating saying better, because if somebody likes this, then you can't tell them what's better. And this dog might outperform any dog under the whole sun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not gonna say that, but just to my liking. But I think he is, although he's a little shorter than the other dog, he does have a little bit more bone to him, right? And that goes for everything. That's the feet. That goes when you talking about bone, we're talking about everything. The skull, a lot of things could be considered bone, right? So density and stuff. So, you know, hey, rather here or there. He said he got some fat Bill blood, Batman.
Who got fat Bill blood back there? I see Reno.
You know, see, I like this, man. We looking at these dogs, and this is how they creating them, right? So you could look at the creation of the show dog.
Street hooker.
Yeah.
So that's
got the fat Bill down here, street hooker.
Yeah.
You know, fat Bill, man. You better stay away from them lot lizards, fat Bill.
Yeah, no,
Them lot lizards is out, man.
Yeah, so basically it's the
Getting dogs right off of Maverick and shit. You know, I remember them. I remember Maverick dogs. I remember Maverick. I don't know if I was around to get one right off of Maverick. I probably wasn't, but you know, I remember people were having Maverick dogs and talking about the Maverick dogs. You know, and you know, it kind of was what it was. The talk that I heard about them. You know,
I
I mean, you hear this, you hear that, but
good looking Maverick dogs too.
out of here, there. Let me see if we can get some context on this shit. Oh, Maverick. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I need to see some context.
From that Reno dog off of Maverick. Say, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. Y'all grab y'all XRP. It's about to.
You said what?
Grab your XRP on the crypto.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's going up.
Yeah.
XRP, huh? Let me write that
Bitcoin
shit
about
down.
to hit a new all-time high too.
Where's it at now?
Well, Bitcoin 112.
Oh, Bitcoin 112? No, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sick off the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because I had the money and everything. I blew that. I could have, bro. I invested in some shit.
Bitcoin was like, first time I heard about it, they're like 10 cents a coin.
Yeah.
Insane. Back in 2012.
See, when it was like I think it was like 2016 or something. You know, it was like 1,600, like 2,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just skeptical about it. I never really was into the crypto.
Right. Well, that's when it hit off, like 2012, and I was like, man, what is this? I wish I would have took $100.
Well, every 4 years, a boy, and I'm telling you, the boy I was locked up with, because when I was locked up, Bitcoin was 29,000. It dropped.
Right.
And he told me, this dude, I swear, he pled to like 17 years or something. He's in the pen right now. This motherfucker told me, he was like, every 4 years they have a halving event. It's called the halving event, where they do something, they maximize or they buy, they do something.
What it is, it's a scale every 4 years. So you have your Bitcoin season, and then after that, the altcoin season. So Bitcoin is still dominant right now. Once that Bitcoin dominance drops, then that's when the altcoins, the XRPs and all that start booming. So, but every 4 years, it sort of depends on like who's in office and things like that, and what's going to happen with the Bitcoin season.
Well, look at it, because you said 2012, and then if you look at the jump from 2016, and then you look at the jump from 2016 to 2020, that's when it jumped to like 50,000 or something, right?
Yeah.
And then if you look at to 2024, that's when that shit went to 100,000.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So really, the trend, if you look at the trend, it's showing that every 4 years that shit does that, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's crazy. I'm sick right now. I really am.
Hell yeah.
Because I was in jail. It was literally $29,000. I could have got out, got some fucking Bitcoin, and now you saying it's 112 now? That's crazy.
112,000. Insane.
That's crazy. I just saw it a couple months. It was like last month. It was like 104. I was like,
yeah,
that was amazing. I was like, damn, this shit really.
It did.
It really popped
off.
It
would be at like 150,000 right now, but when that war broke out over there, there was a dip, and then like world events, people. Once
you think it's gonna double?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna quadruple. It's gonna be Bitcoin will be $1 million coin. It will be per coin, for sure.
So you think it's gonna be $1 million per coin?
Right, for sure. Probably by like 2030. But
2030, damn, that's right around the corner.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be $1 million.
Oh, I gotta get some Bitcoin. Fuck that.
No, listen to me though. Right now, get your XRP. XRP is about to change the entire money game, brother. Right now, it's gonna be the new central banking system. All the banks are getting on board with it because what's happening when you transfer money now, like say I want to send money to Mexico, it has to go, okay, say they got a bank and we got a bank. So for me to send the money to them, it's probably got to go through like 4 different banks, which gets 4 different charges, which, you know what I'm saying? You end up paying to send $100, you end up paying $110. Right now with Bitcoin, with XRP, you do instantaneous transfers. It ain't going to take you 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And the cost is like a fraction of a cent per every $100. And that's overseas. But what the banks are doing now is they're implementing the blockchain so they could handle everything. So your house, all real world assets are going to be on blockchain, and XRP is the big boy for the blockchain, and it's going down. He just the owner of Ripple, which is the company that owns XRP, just was in front of the Senate to explain to him because they've been fighting it. The real reason they're fighting it is because of the fact that people are gonna get real rich that ain't supposed to be real rich. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
When the top 1% switch is over, and then it's a new world order. You know what I mean? So that's why they've been fighting it so hard. But it's come to a point where now it's gonna be needed. It's a must because the way the money moves now, the central banking system is $100 trillion a day business of transfers. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't make sense that they're still using the old SWIFT system. But I digress. We could get back on these dogs. I'm just telling everybody, get on your XRP, man.
I got it written down. You talking about that shit gonna hit a shit. Fuck that. I need to
XRP
get on. I'm sick right now, bro. I'm like, damn, I could have put $1,000 in that shit and tripled up since I've been out.
Hell yeah.
That was stupid of me.
Bloodthirst, what's good, brother?
Musician's dog. Where the dog at? What dog you talking about, bro?
Who? Musician dog. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, musician. Hey, Grand Champion Yellow, Grand Champion Ajax. 2 good dogs. 2 good ones. Get some action.
Yeah, Ajax. I seen a couple of his with Big Thick at Kennel back in the day.
Yeah, make sure you hit me on that IG. You want to see some dogs? Get over to that IG. Let me see. I'll put my IG up here. These came in like I think Monday. I didn't look at it though till last night. But I got it up here now, man. Hit me on that IG if you want to see some pedigree, some dogs, man. Just hit me on the IG. Just shoot me a text on there. When I check it, because I be looking for content that y'all want to see for the show, questions, anything like that. Just shoot it over to the IG. It's easy. It's easy and quick. Everybody got IG, man. My grandma, well, she passed, but she got a fucking IG, you know. So,
No.
you know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's look at a pedigree or two, man. How about that?
Yeah, this brand Ajax.
Let's look at a pedigree, man. Ajax,
Snooty and what is he?
you know,
Mila.
Ajax, you know, he's got the Sorrel raisin stuff, you know, cross with the Mims, the Sorrel with the Mims.
It's not.
Blancs.
That's not Red Boy Mims though. That's Snooty.
Oh, this shit right here, this Snooty Mims.
That's that Art Missy and Snake stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to have a Bolio Snooty Red Boy. You know, all of this kind of gets glossed in there, but you do got to watch it when you look at the Mims dogs, because
right.
It surprised me that they got that. Like, I think that Handy dog was pure Red Boy. Like, I think that's a little rare. Like, I seen it just straight Snooty.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
Mims ran a lot of Red Boy too. They just kept like.
Yeah, but the final, a lot of those final product dogs, like, you know, if you was getting them, let's say 20 years ago, or, you know, even maybe 15 years ago,
yeah.
I think Mims been gone at least a dub,
Yeah,
you know, or close to, if not. And it was hard to, like, every Mims I would see would always have just a tad of Bolio Snooty in there, you know.
Yeah.
It was hard to really find it. So when I saw that Handy dog, that was a Mims dog with just a straight tight, you know, I was kind of surprised, actually. I was like, damn. Because I look at the Mims dogs today.
Yeah.
And you know, I wouldn't see nothing that was pure like that. But this is interesting. Like LeBlanc's, I just looking at this, that they dibble and dabbled with the Sorrel blood, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't see that. That's just and I don't know how much deep they went into it. That's why you got these pedigrees. You click them, you do some, you know, I'm curious now. You know what I'm saying? So
I think on the LeBlancs, they probably brought that in for an out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. And then
Probably
they got this big
Mims. But I know Mims and Woods, they was like real cool, weren't they?
Right.
So that's why.
So it probably didn't go past here. They probably had that in there, and it probably didn't go past this right here, unless, because they, like I said, somebody else got the dog. It's gone. But I don't see much lineage coming back. So let's say here.
I think Ajax champion Mallory, which was a whole different story, and then let's see.
Yeah.
I would say one of Mallory's brothers was off of Ajax, or half. Well, it was half her. Well, another champion that was off of Ajax that was a half brother to Mallory. Ajax bred to something else.
Yeah. Yep. And all that good Snooty. All that good Snooty blood. 50% Snooty right here.
Why it's not showing anything? Oh, probably go to Big Thicket BTK Ajax if there's one like that. Or
Danae Johnson, what up?
What's up, Johnson?
Let me see. This got to be the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at this. I know he got more clicks.
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Ajax.
Yeah, at least this one got more clicks on it.
Okay. It's going to be THC Big Thicket Kennels Ajax is the one. No, that one they took the mom off. Hold on.
What, the BTKs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got 30,000. But that
But I
seemed like
think,
he would have more views than that.
yeah, but I think
It's
he
probably
took,
something else. But anyway, this is paid.
yeah.
Let
No,
me see if they
that's
did
it.
something.
But I think Big Ticket took everything offline.
Let me check this one out. Yeah, this one ain't got no damn views either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he pulled everything that he put offline.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we just looking at the darn animals. You know, Sorrel seems like they done figured out how to slip that in there. Don't never get no credit. People be talking smack about them Sorrel dogs,
Yeah.
but they constantly be able to make their mark. Then you take.
It's a
'Cause
real
I
dog.
look at this like, I mean, this is heavy Klaus Zeke blood in so many different ways. You know, Sorrel Bull. If it's heavy on the Sorrel Bull, you know, that's the Klaus Zeke blood. That's Bolio's daddy, and he's tighter. He's tighter on Klaus Zeke than Bolio because he's double bred Klaus Zeke, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he double bred Fitzwater Goldie. You know, he double 2 times. He double bred Klaus Zeke 2 times Fitzwater Goldie. Um, you
I
know,
found one
so
with some
he's tight on this shit. This is what this type of dog you like, you know, Howard Heinzel. That's a Heinzel dog right there. And that boy was raw. Look at that boy. Hey, Sorrel Bull. Hey,
Yeah, man.
that boy look good. That's a good looking dog right there. He don't get his props. He was a ROM, you know.
Yeah,
And he
there's a whole surreal following though, man. They get big props. It's just it didn't. I just think it didn't leak mainstream because they kept, aside from very few dogs stayed in yard. You know what I mean? But what's his name still breathed in surreal dog? What's his name? Man?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
Name off top.
But just on some, you know, like that dog, he produced pretty good.
Yeah.
He produced pretty good. Of course, they bred him to good dogs, but you can't take that from him. I mean, he produced
They're
pretty
good
damn good.
Soros dogs though. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
their background is all the same.
exactly. So that shit's working. Ajax.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, who's in the building? HED, what up?
He
Nino, what
popped
up,
up.
man? Salute everybody in the
You know.
building. Come on now. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
You know how we do. Paul Harris, what up, my brother?
Paul.
He said Mims Charlie.
Man, it's Charlie.
Mims Charlie.
Okay. That let's see. The number 273607 is what I got. Champion Mims Charlie.
That LeBlanc dog.
No, this is all red boy here on top. Let's see what the bottom is. Bolio Snooty. So there's a red boy Bolio Snooty. Real tight Snooty on the bottom.
What's the ped number?
Let me go back. 273607.
Mims Charlie. Oh, that motherfucker's still around? That motherfucker ain't still alive.
Oh, Charlie.
This shit was up in 2008. Shit, that motherfucker 20 years old. If that's the one. I seen a LeBlanc dog, Charlie. It said LeBlanc and Mims Charlie.
Oh, it's probably the same dog. This probably just a different head. Let me see.
Yeah.
LeBlanc and Mims Charlie. No, that's a different. That's a
Look
different
at this one.
breed.
Let me show you this. Look at this. It's a male too.
Yeah.
And it's posted in a recent time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Blancs, all this shit. Like this probably heavy ass Snooty like a motherfucker.
Go.
Look at Snooty right there. Snooty. Yeah. That's him.
Okay. So these
That's what
are,
I thought. But I was like, shit. Nah,
well,
this is nice.
If you go back, that Charlie dog is probably back there in the back of the pedigree. How young is this dog? Yeah, this was posted in 2021. That's like the back of and Charlie's bottom.
That's a nice dog. I will fuck with some of this. This right here. Because this is I mean, like I said, I don't know how good these dogs are, but just in all a perfect world, let's say it's somebody a good ass breeder that you know knows how to preserve and understands the importance of keeping these dogs together. I definitely will fuck with this, bruh.
Yeah.
Straight up. Cause that shit is well preserved. This dog might be like 100 times Snooty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like 100 times Snooty, bro. Like you see Snooty just all in here, bro. All in here.
Yeah.
Every goddamn one you click on. Like you can click on this one, Hannah. Who you want to click on? This motherfucker right here. Look, snootied up. Brap, brap, brap. It's 100 times Snooty dog, bro. This is crazy, bro. That's what I see. This is fucking nuts.
And I didn't even know it was preserved like that around.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That is nuts, bro. Nuts. I'm just looking at the shit. You know? Let me see. Daisy is Litterman Tobolio, according to Emily Dennis. Pat's other half, Sorrel Bull, had a heart murmur. However, they didn't have a likely for Bert. So, they didn't have a liking for Bert. So,
yeah.
Been okay, I got you. Yeah, LeBlancs and Mims Charlie. Yeah, that motherfucker is bread, bro.
You heard me?
You said what?
HED hit you with a 5-piece.
HED, man, appreciate you, man. Look, I could probably go get some gas today, boy. Look, I ain't fucking around, man. I appreciate it, man. Look, we about to do this like this.
That's
I
right,
never
bro.
knew. We just putting in work. I don't know this shit gonna happen, but I appreciate it. You dig?
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, appreciate it. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You know this motherfucker right here.
He was underrated prophet. I think he was also just kept tight in the family too. Like,
who?
Wood Snooty. He had a couple outbreedings that made great dogs, but he didn't breed. I mean, they didn't take him out too much, you know what I'm saying, outside of breeding on the yard.
Right. So,
when you see something like that dog we just seen, that's let you know they kept it tight in the yard because every name on there was LeBlanc, Mims. There was, and that, That man was with snooty stuff. That came from Woods. You know what I mean? Him and Woods' relationship.
That part. Hey, get that magazine.
Get that magazine.
Get the magazine. Damn it. Let's go. Let's run these numbers up.
I need
You
to
just put
holler
in
at
the work.
LeBlanc. I might want to bring some of that Snoopy stuff to the yard.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, if I could, that's nice, man. I ain't gonna say much more, but
Somebody
that
give me
is
his phone
nice.
number.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting your ass up, today. That shit's nice, boy. Hey, go check out those studs in the APBT magazine. You know, don't let them slip up under your nose. Utilize those studs in there. I vetted out everybody that's in the magazine, and you know, I feel that everybody's gonna do right by the dogs and do good business, bro. You know, that's what it's all about. Anybody just can't get in the mag, bro. I done turned down a few people, not a dozen, but I turned down 2 or 3 people that, you know, I just felt like they wasn't, it was in the wrong space, bro. I said, you know what? Just wait it out, see how this shit turn out, and we'll get with you. But you definitely got to be solid if you in the book, because we want that to be a good way so you can help build your network with solid people that actually got good dogs that I look at. I'd be like, damn. Let me see. I ain't gonna say, but one of the brothers put his dog in there. I didn't even know how the dog was bred. He paid his money, you know, everything. And then later on, when I was ready to do the shit, you know, I had to double check, make sure that pet number was right and everything before I published. So I'm going back, checking all my notes, checking off the boxes. And I actually looked the dog up to make sure that number went with the pedigree before I got to call him back and say, hey, man, I looked at that shit, man. That boy got some fire, man. That boy got some good dogs. And then another brother that's in the magazine also got some of the similar blood. And there's some stuff that, you know, Kraken been putting together, you know, in the rim of some of that. So you'd be surprised how close you are to shit, the best blood in the world.
Yeah.
You know, the best blood in the world,
And
brother.
if they get together, if they both in the magazine, they get together and work, man. Network. It's all
Yeah,
about the
that
breed.
part. That part. Yes, sir.
Both of them. Volume 1 and Volume 2. But yeah, I need that number.
Hey, hold it down. Let me get my bodyguard real fast.
I got you. So what's up, fellas? Let me see. GMB checking the mail right now. Hope it's there, brother. Hope it's there. Facts. Let's see. What we got next? Chapito. You know what it is, brother? It's my boy. Hey, man, it's been a while since we did a giveaway our raffle. We might need to bring that back. Tap some ones. Y'all want to bring back another raffle. For sure, probably. We're going to get it in. I'll type the buck. We'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. Only built for Cuban links. You goddamn right. You're right. $100. $100. We'll get it done. So look at the 2 dogs on the screen. Who you got? Ajax or Yellow? She doing well, man. I talked to her a couple of days or about no, a little while ago. Actually, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna make sure she's still doing good. She was doing well when she got there. He sent me some video of her walking. So yeah, GMB said yellow. He said both already. I know, man. I'll go with yellow. Probably yellow. I'll go with yellow. Boss Hog, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Yeah, man, we're gonna get another raffle going. I'll talk to Buck. Let's see what's up. Oh man, what else? Came from the straight struggle. Man, Ella was a monster. I'm like, why are you taking pictures of me? Look at his face. Leave me alone. That little swollen. Might have been after one.
Sorry.
I can't change the screen for this. That other dog is Grand Champion Ajax. Boss. There's little controversy with Ajax, I want to say. But there's controversy with all dogs. But Ajax, it was a monster. Look at that chest. All of them.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Boss Hog, what up?
Ajax, we just went through here. Snooty on top and Soros on bottom.
Yes, sir. Good bread dog. Good bread dog, man. You just gotta admire the pedigree. If you want that kind of blood just because of that, or just because of what you think, or that there's nothing wrong with that, man. You're just a fancier. That's it. You just want to collect good shit. That's all. We just want good blood. That's it.
Red Boy Jocko all day.
Yes, sir. Red Boy Jocko. I try to tell them.
They said they ready for another raffle.
Oh, they said they ready.
Yeah. How long has it been? About that time, probably. Let's figure it out. No, but that yellow dog, man, that's a good looking dog. Look at that.
Grand Champion Yellow.
Oh, yeah.
See, them dogs. Got the Jacksons, Hank back there.
Game Breaker, what's good, brother?
Because a lot, when this cross was done, I try to explain. It's kind of hard to explain, but the typical red boy dogs of today, I mean, they came through here, but it was totally different dogs. Like they didn't have this right here. They didn't have Yellow Johnny.
Red boy bread.
You know what I'm saying? So even though he went to Jocko, but the typical red boy dogs that you see today, and I could be wrong because I could click right here, and maybe he just bred a million damn red boy dogs, and those dogs are just still out here. That's why we got to look at this shit, right? Okay, Miss Jocko. All of these dogs. I don't think this is. I don't think that's no red boy shit, bro. That he was bred to. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Some red boy.
Yeah, that's double bred John.
So you got the
Triple bred John.
Macomb stuff. I don't know what that little smidget is at the bottom, but we could overlook that. We could overlook that for a second.
Did you see that though?
They
He
go to
was
Osprey. They took it back to Yellow John. So they keeping that shit tight as fuck with no Jocko, allegedly, because we still got this little bit that we don't know down here. So that's all we could go off. But you know, if they had that, I still say it's pure. Let's see if they kept this shit. Red boy. Okay, the Cruise Rocky.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be your Cruise Rocky line. It's gonna be the Yellow John. But as you see, it's not that much, especially coming from this strain. I seen the Hughes dogs, you know, and let's see what this is. So they went off the reservation. I mean, they got the Teals Jeff and shit, but they kind of, it looks to me like they went off the reservation, you know, as far as the red boy went.
Well, that was that dog was half red boy's half sister, it looked like. But yeah, Cruise Rocky.
Let me see. Yeah, Rocky definitely got a unique ped.
Oh yeah. Well, Dusty.
The Popeye, I remember the Popeye dog. I remember that. That was, you know, it's got the Metlins, the Outlaw and shit in there too. Well, the Metlin stuff rather, not the Outlaw.
Yeah, that's
Metlin, they run a lot of the Outlaw. Well, that was their dog.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that in there.
Nah, that's looked like that was all whole family behind that dog.
Let me see. Hold up, Rocky. This is the wrong ped because I know Rocky got offspring like a motherfucker. It's the wrong ped. Yeah, I hate when it happens, but hey, you know, I'm just be curious. Clicking to see, like, why wasn't there more? Because I know the Jocko, yeah, that was a great cross.
Okay, you gotta go to the Cruise Rocky Run. Let me see. Yeah. But let me check the pad on her. Yeah, Dusty the Misty. Okay. No, but there was something different. It was Dusty 2. This is another Rocky or whatever. It's Dusty tight, 2 though. Bred to Sheba, which is a
Cottonham Sheba.
I don't know.
Yeah. So then you're going with the Sheba, you're gonna get all that
Boomer, all that Madeline's Outlaw on top is Cottonham's Boomer, and the bottom's all Red Boy too. And then they took a dog that was Dusty, bred to his, I want to say half sister, which made Dusty 2, and they bred that to Sheba to make Cruise Rocky. So yeah, that's a Red Boy dog up there with a twist of Red Boy's brother Outlaw in there. It's a nice pet though.
Cause I like this line. That was my point. You know, the Yellow John line.
Yeah.
A lot of those other dogs that came down off of that Red Boy dog, you know, they went a different route. They got ghosts. Even Red Man, you know, motherfuckers got ghost. You know. They getting up out of Dodge. They crossing up with all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Let me see. That Booker dog. That's that huge Sheba. That's a good bred dog too with the Jeep. You know, that's a different getting it from different sources is huge. You know, put it like that. You get Jeep back to his litter mate. That's that Charlotte dog back to Red Man, double bred son of Red Boy. Like, you gotta look at this with some type of regard.
Yes.
You gotta look at that blood. I mean, if you could trace it up out of here, and this is very interesting. See, they took the Jocko and threw it on the top. So they got the Red Boy Jeep and they threw the Jocko on the top of it. You
Red
know
Boy
what I'm saying?
Jocko.
Like, you're not really seeing that every day. you're not seeing that every day, man. These guys was breeding shit, boy. Let me see this dog. I'm curious about this dog now. So he's double bred son of Jocko with the Cloud Zeke shit at the bottom. Look at that. Cloud Zeke at the bottom.
What if they
Hey,
breed
man, they breeding up some shit, boy.
Let
me see. I'm curious. This dog ain't gonna get away. This dog right here is not slipping off. I gotta see more. What's up with this? Okay, so okay. I seen this dog a few times up in some pads way back in the day. Okay, so you got your Jocko, your Red Boy Jeep. They still keeping that. Going.
That's a litter mate to the other one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they might have doubled this shit up, right?
Yeah.
No, damn near.
Jocko. Yeah, no, it's
took it back to the auntie, basically.
Yep. Nice.
Bosco. Now, this is some good blood, man. This is some good shit, man. You gotta search through the closet, man, and look. Okay, so now you see the motherfucker that allegedly produced a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
A lot of shit. It's a lot of Skittles in there, you know. I don't know where to go. It looked like this blood. Okay, so this is let me see. This obviously it went somewhere. It's left the country. You know, the blood, we traced it out of the country.
Oh.
You know, we can look at these dogs, you know, it's they don't harm to look at some evolution that started way back when we was clicking. See
that whole litter, or three of them.
Chris Groucho dog. That Chris Groucho dog way back here, you know, Bosco, and you remember when we started?
Yeah.
You're adding all this, you could kind of see, like, if this was that good, of course, they would probably try to duplicate some of the crosses. Throwing some Rascal in there, some Bolio. Bolio Rascal. Or this that Rascal Jr. shit right there, but you got Rascal on the bottom.
Yeah. Jeep Red Boy Rascal. Touch of Bolio.
This is Heavy Rascal. Orphan Annie Black Shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be curious, man. That's why I look at pads. I look at it. You got to learn something every time you look, I'm sure. I know I do. The Serona dogs.
That's all old family.
Everybody's been well, there've been a couple dudes. See, they got a lot of Klaus blood in there too. That Bert Klaus.
Yeah, Art.
Bert Klaus is tight up in there. No. That Stabber. Yeah, these dogs don't get enough credit, man. The APBT, all these years, all of this, you know, it's not gonna just stop producing after all these years. Like we're literally flipping through. I would say we flip through on a regular basis 20, 30 generations, easy, right? Easy. Like we probably fucking 20, 30 generations back right here. Centipede. How far is Centipede back? Like for real though. Where the fuck would Centipede really be in your pedigree though? Like would he be like in the 30th generation?
Yeah. Right now,
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You trace some shit back. Like it would take a big ass piece of paper the size of a
Room
to
wall.
make a pedigree off of that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, education is key, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Education is key. Learning about these dogs, the ins and the outs. Everything. Lamont Grant, what up, brother?
He said, unless you titty boy, it'll be in the second generation.
He said, what?
Prophet said, unless centipede will be in your second generation if you titty boy.
Ooh wee. Boy. Motherfucking
Yeah, Mad
what we
Dog.
say?
The one that still breeds
Carisha.
that thorough stuff type.
Hey West, salute, brother.
Hey, Wes. Yeah, Mad Dog. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. I can't remember what I said, but he's still breeding that Soros stuff and Snoopy still.
Yeah, now it's good people keeping them lines together because people might want it. They look at that, it looks interesting, everything's legit. People want that, man. It's nothing more than just I want it. I want it on my yard so I could tell people I got a fucking snooty dog. There shouldn't be no more than that.
Right.
It shouldn't be no more than that. No more than that.
I seen a good looking dog that came from Mad Dog, man. This boy had one. I don't know how it was bred or anything, but it was a good looking dog.
Yes, sir. Breaking it on down. Breaking it down.
Friendly
Let me
shot tip
see.
for one day I'll say hello.
Are dog parks good or overrated? That's a question for everybody.
I think it depends on your breed or when you go. I think it's good if you could be in there with your dog alone and play catch and fetch and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if the pit bull community should be at the dog park.
Okay. So you shouldn't even go there anyway.
Well, it's kind of a dangerous situation.
You think they're overrated?
Yeah, if it's
Private said they
dangerous.
overrated.
Yeah. I mean, if you have an open area where you can take your dog, like I got the desert, man, I don't need no dog park. But if you don't, if you live in the city and you have a dog and you can't, just go out and let them run free, then a dog park is good. You just got to be on your P's and Q's, make sure you got the correct equipment in case somebody come in and just let their dog in. You know what I'm saying? You never know. That's the dangers of it. The pluses of it is that your dog has a free open space that's caged in if your dog don't have a callback, you know what I mean? So it all depends. But only at 4 a.m. I agree, probably. That's when you go when nobody's out there.
Yeah.
And you're right. Everybody shouldn't have this breed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now, what it
overrated,
is
man.
good for though, if you have a puppy and you want to socialize it and try, like you say, it's just you have a house dog, you're not, you know what I'm saying, breeding or nothing like that, and you just got you a good bred dog, and you want it as a puppy. I think by like 6, 7 months, you need to be out of there though.
Right.
But it's a good way to socialize with people and dogs if you go as a puppy. But when your dog can really do damage to something on accident, you don't want to be out there, man. It's like this place called the Yard around here. It's cool. It's very dog friendly, but you could be in there with your dog, and then somebody just walk in that lets their dog run up on any dog, and no leash, no collar,
Right.
and it just could be a dangerous situation.
Yeah, that's a disaster, bro. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate when
And that
people
could be
just
with any breed. I've seen a German Shepherd jump on like a little poodle or something. But when you
yeah,
got
yeah,
game
yeah. Them
bred
shepherds, man, they be trying to act like they got some lock jaws, man.
dogs.
You know, they be trying to punish some shit, man. They be real serious. I saw like an American bulldog, saw a dog, popped the leash, ran over there, jumped on a motherfucker. Quick. I be wanting
Yeah,
to show it so we could have an educational experience, but
I
I think they'll
think that
flag me for that.
yeah,
They'll be
yeah,
like, you know what, we had
money
enough with you
flies
on
you.
YouTube, man.
Stay away from that. Stay away from that. Cannabis Cowboy, what's good? Roll up relic.
What up, y'all? Salute. Cannabis Cowboy. Hey
How do
man,
you
everybody, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up, man.
That's working class.
You know how we do. We're gonna try to keep it dogs over here. If you guys want to hear the if you with the shit, go to the What the Helly TV. We over there cooking about everything, any and everything. That's the one that you could just go to. I'm totally uncensored there. I don't feel that that all of the extras is for this channel right here. So hey man, it's gonna slowly but surely get people rolling up, but we're gonna always try to keep it about the dogs. And that's what I'm doing right now. Everybody can do something in their life right now that can make things turn for the better. So for the brand, for everything, when you come here, we're gonna be keeping it solid. And when you want to hear the bullshit, or we on Grimace's head, or that you want to hear all that, we're gonna be over on the other one. So
For sure.
you know what it is.
Stay tuned to also the Borderlands show. I got a new one coming soon.
Yes,
Check
sir.
that out.
Tap in, everybody. Tap in.
Yeah. I'm not live, so it's gonna be pre-recorded.
Yeah, and I like the other joint because sometimes, if it ain't live, it don't matter. But because within that day, everybody gonna get to check it out.
Right.
I be waiting on some cats to drop. Salute Triple J. Triple J dropped one on Calypso. Salute Calypso.
Salute Calypso.
Triple J. If you guys ain't went and checked that one out, go check it out.
Yeah.
Brothers just trying to get their content in the ground and do shit and not shit on people too, though, at the process. I mean, I probably look like the dude that shit on people all the time, but look, dog, that's not what you do, man. You treat people with respect. They coming in this game, no matter if they a white belt or a motherfucking black belt, 5th degree. You treat everybody with respect because everybody has the capability to grasp the information and turn that information around and actually make a good product, because there's been enough information that we've already said.
Right.
We've said everything. We're just going back over this and that and putting different scenarios and spins on it. But if you pay attention and take notes and take out the good and take a little piece out of this puzzle, that puzzle, I probably done had 50 fucking people on my channel alone. We add up everybody that been on this motherfucker at least once.
Yeah.
I done had 50 people on here talking dogs, so you just got to take it all in and better your situation. Look closely, take your time with those dogs. It should feel like a masterpiece. The dog is two and a half. He's a grandpa. That's no masterpiece. when you're doing the breeding, you should feel like, oh man, this is a masterpiece. Like, I'd be excited about shit. I'd be like, damn, waiting years for shit. Like, Hannibal just bred with Trap Dog. You know, that's 8 years in the making right there. Them dogs, they finally got back together. You know,
Nice.
Hannibal never bred to one of his half sisters before. You know, now he did. You know, so
Nice.
um,
It in.
and though at her age, you know, you're gonna wanna. It's preservation time. You know, it's preservation time, especially if you didn't preserve it all the way up until now. You know,
Yeah.
you got a dog 8 years old and shit, you know, and then you trying to preserve and get a trap dog too and shit. You know, like, damn, you ain't got no trap dog too already? Damn. Okay. So
That's a good point. He's a roll up said, I have always been trying to figure out how the hell a stray stay healthier than most bulldogs, no shots, no nothing. I think it's because they out there in the mix of shit. You know what I'm saying? They be out there eating out of the trash, eating rotten shit, and they build up a immune system to it. You know what I'm saying?
when they mutts, they genetics is gonna be better.
Yeah.
Not better like quality what we like, but just hardy. They hardier. You know, them
Yeah.
worms probably don't even fuck with them dogs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you ain't never seen no 10-year-old stray. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it for both ways. You know, that motherfucker ain't 11 years old stray. That motherfucker be knocked off by a few years. Them motherfuckers probably don't last that long.
Well, they be getting hit by cotton, but
Man, they get sick and get knocked off.
Before that's probably just been but they get locked up or knocked off, hit by cars. But I think, them worms, they just used to them. They shit them out and eat them back up.
Yeah. Man, bro. They just used to it,
He said, out there, he said, come to Rocky Mount. They got a whole bunch of strays, huh?
They living for years.
Yeah.
Shit. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like,
One
day I was in Fresno. We it was a family reunion. We went to church and shit. You know, the church, it was like 100 degrees up in that bitch. It was hot. You know, so we outside, found a way to sneak out. And me and my cousin, we walking down the street. They said there was a store 2 blocks down. So we like, fuck it, you know, you want to walk to the store? We went to the store and shit. Man, there was like 8 fucking strays there. Like, and they was chasing niggas and barking at everything. Like, damn, like, bro, we just trying to go to the store, man. The owner came out and shooed them away. Yeah. You know, like, it get grimy out there, man. Motherfucker stuck. One of them was stuck and shit, and you know, they fighting and shit. You know, like, damn. I guess that neighborhood don't got no animal control. You know, like, if you don't have no animal control, I guess that's why, because it'll turn into that right there. So, and them don't be pits out there. So people go, oh yeah, see, you guys need to stop breeding. Nah, them was mutts out there. You motherfuckers need to stop breeding them fucking mutts. Straight up.
Out here where I'm at, man, I don't even walk in the neighborhood because these people, they have no type of restraints for their dog. They don't just live how I want to live. So I take mine out into the desert. But yeah, man, you be walking down the block, dogs just run out their gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know you got a dog, close the gate.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
They got the nerve to come into somebody's yard that's taking care of their dogs and fuck with them. I just think that's so crazy. I think that's super
crazy work, man. Crazy work. You know how we do though, man. Hey, salute everybody, man.
Big salute.
Salute everybody. Smash that like button. Get that magazine. Get the merch. Get everything. You know how to reach us, man. We ain't hard to find, man. We're going to figure out another raffle going on. You know, we're going to figure some stuff out. We got some stuff, man. You definitely need to tune in.
Yes, sir.
I need to dig in more on some stuff myself. So we can't say everything. Just know that we working. We working. It's some
back streets are definitely on fire.
Yeah, the black streets is definitely more active than the front streets. You know, motherfuckers is that's the what did they call that road? The Autobahn or something?
Hell yeah.
You can go, there's no speed limit on that motherfucker. Man, I'm telling you, you better watch out. Prophet, what up, my brother?
My brother, my brothers.
Prophet, what's good, brother?
I had to salute you.
Tales from the Swamp. I saw those clips, man. I like it, man.
I got you, bro.
I saw those clips, man. Get them clips. Get them out there, man.
I got you. I'm working on it. I'm breaking down. I'm trying to really visualize what you saying in them clips. And then I'm trying to break down all the important info, and then I'm gonna put them in. So I'm taking that was just to get it going.
Yeah. No, I got an idea for you too on the back street though.
For sure.
That, you know, because that'll put them less than 5 years behind. I want everybody to be more than 5 years behind, motherfucker.
Bro.
You know how we do, man.
Yes,
we
sir.
rolling.
Yes,
we
sir.
steamrolling shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the Sprinter van that say APBT magazine on it.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know,
Bro.
I'm working hard.
I swear to God, Buck, yesterday I did not. I had got off work for like at 2. All day I was doing graphics all fucking day, bro. Just excuse my language. Let me stop doing that. All day I was doing graphics and working, bro, and just coming up with different ideas and stuff. But I thank you for the knowledge. I thank you for the blessings, and I thank you for just being solid, bro.
Nah, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Breezy, you too, bro.
It, man.
For sure, fam. For sure.
Y'all my brothers for real, bro.
Sometimes being solid, you feel underappreciated, you know, and it's definitely good to hear that, you know, what you're doing is resonating, you know, because that's all you wanted it to do anyway. Just resonate and get more like-minded people moving in the same accord, you know. So
yeah,
that's it, man. I ain't got no egos involved, you know. If I could help out or you know, whatever, man. My thing is this: we don't got shit no way. You feel me?
No.
Like motherfuckers be crying like they lost $5 million and shit. Like motherfuckers, you ain't had shit no way, dog. Let's get this motherfucking bag, man.
Yeah.
And quit fucking off. You know.
Wayne Moon, what's up, brother? Popped in.
I swear, bro. You couldn't have said it more perfect, bro. And now I just want everybody to be patient and do it in timing, bro. Don't overlap shit. Don't even get carried away with this and that. Just focus on the bigger picture. It's the dogs.
Right.
But yeah, man, I love the direction you moving in, Buck. I love it. Like yesterday, I was just sitting back and just watching how many times you went live. And at the times you went live and the topics you was talking about, I was just mind blown. That's just that work, bro.
When it be available off of that, man. I honestly, it would depend on how many's out of that. Because I said the large portion of those got to get held behind just because of the limited edition. But let's look at it though. Let's look at that motherfucker while we at it. You know, this is the heaviest. Well, it ain't the heaviest Michael Myers breeding ever, but it will be the heaviest
Lynch.
It would be the heaviest lynch breeding ever.
Bro, that shit's so fire, dog. Oh my God.
It would be the heaviest lynch breeding ever. Hannibal 75% Michael Myers. So and we never Well, only way we can make that is if we take frozen semen to make 75 or greater. But you got 62.5% Michael Myers right here. This is the tightest Lynch breeding ever.
And probably, yeah.
Bro, I'm mind blown.
Let me see. So you got Lynch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this bitch Credito, she's off Lynch too. So this would be a 7 times Lynch dog. 7 times Lynch. And you look at Lynch just for what it is. You know, if we just looking at it for what it is, you know, fuck it. You know, it's basically 75% fucking Mayday in my book, because you got Mayday back to his Little May sister, then you got Mayday to basically some of the best shit. Stone City Blondie, we could put her on the Mount Rushmore of females, or close to it.
Yeah,
right off Red Baby and Grand Champion Buck. If you can't put her on there, her daddy or her mama, one of them motherfuckers gonna be on there. You know. So you're looking at something just like we talking about how that Snooty is preserved, and you know everything is preserved. You know, you're looking at greatness in the making. You just don't see it, and neither did we when we had those dogs way back in the day. Right off Mayday and right off of all these dogs, we would have never knew that this would have happened. It's like that Bitcoin shit, you know.
Yeah.
You just don't know. But I'm telling you, because I saw this happen decade after decade after decade. And good bloodlines go extinct, or somebody crosses it a different way and doesn't preserve it the right way, or they do preserve it, but it's the wrong way. Like I've been demonstrating to y'all all month about doing it the right way and doing it the wrong way. You
bro,
know?
this is sick. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That
it's a trap now.
and look, in the genetics, you know, you might not get, they might not all survive. They might not all, you know, because this is a gamble. This is a gamble right here. You know, it's a gamble, and they haven't been that tight. Oh, what's it gonna do? Shit, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. They might be great. They might be brickets. You know.
What would you outcross with?
What is that? Use a Team Mike straw wing set.
Well, I wouldn't do much of an outcross. See, let me show you. See this. There's a dog. There's a dog. He's in the APBT magazine, and his name is Psychopath. Right.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
Okay. So if you really look at this pedigree, you know, on the bottom half, and you look at some of these dogs that's back here, I mean, you're seeing the lady dog. It's farther back. It's farther back, but you're seeing the lady dog. You're seeing all of these dogs, you know, that you know, the Damien back here, Mayday Blondie, Damien back here. You know, you got it. You got that blood far back. This would be Mayday's half sister or Mayday's half brother. Dudley back to Mayday's mama, right? So you got a heavy dog that is giving you like everything. You look at the top, it's giving you the tightest bolio dogs that you could find. It's giving you the tightest, you know, the poncho stuff, Hollandsworth, you know, all this bolio dogs that you can find, but it's already infused with the lady dog and with all those dogs that you already fuck with, you know. So I wouldn't just go too far off the reservation. I think this cross right here would be a very advantageous. It's not messing up nothing. All you're doing is putting Pierre Patrick plus you're adding more Klaus, You know, it's a lot of Klaus dogs in there. You got a lot of this hobo Jack dog. You know, you could look at him. They say he could be one of the tightest Klaus dogs of his age, right? You know, and it's heavy. It's giving you the genetics. It's giving you a lot of dogs that you're really not gonna see, like this dog right here with straight Klaus with no bolio in him at all. Okay. And why would that be an important piece? Because after all these years and you're breeding these genetics, you need to bring other different dogs for your gene pool so you can have a healthy line moving forward. I could teach you how to just keep buying dogs and fuck up dogs. Like that's easy. That's easy to do. Or just try anything and just because he's the homie, and you know, I could teach you how to do that shit. You're not gonna get nowhere. You know, I'm just looking at what I would do, and look at that dog. Look how tall he is.
Yeah.
Look at his neck. Look how long he is. Look at his back end. Look at those legs on him. He's perfect. He's perfect, and he was a champion back in his day. So obviously his phenotype was the right phenotype, right?
Yeah.
Look at this one right here. Nice leg on him, big bones on
chest.
him, big old chest. You know, the you can't even see his mid because it's the back end and the front end covering that shit up. You can't even see it. You know, Bolio wasn't a bad looking dog. He has leg on him. Fitzwater Goldie got some long ass fucking legs on him, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that a trend that just started. You know, you just see the dogs that seemingly have been more successful, and you just go off of their phenotype. That's all they're doing.
Psychopath.
You know, it was a lot of dogs. It was a lot of dogs. Like these dogs, you know, it was a lot of good dogs that came down off of some of these dogs. That was just straight good dogs.
Bro, that
Good
structure
ones.
is
This
sick.
motherfucker right here. Look at that motherfucker. You feel me?
Oh my God.
Got that same blood in there back there.
Bro.
That lady dog shit. All of this, that rock side, like this, like our boy said, that's that Coca-Cola dog. They had the Coca-Cola dog. That was they foundation piece. You know, she's squatty. She's squatty. I don't know how
Big
good
time.
she was as a dog. You know, she's pretty squatty. You know, and some bitches be squatty like that. You know, everybody can't be tall. You got to balance out the genetics. Balance it out. That dog's got a nice structure. Lady dog looked good. That bitch looked good. Big old head, long legs. Mayday dog, ugly motherfucker. Ugly ass dog. Dragon Lady was a beast of a structure, nice neck. You know, it's just a consistency that you see. You don't make the shit up. Look at that motherfucker. That would be more my style. I take some more size because I think size is the easiest thing to fix when we're talking about breeding.
Yeah. I like that Hazel
Size
Myers
is the
dog.
easiest fucking thing to fix besides color.
Yeah. That Hazel
Size
Myers is a
and
big
color.
bitch.
Well, you could do that anyway. I change the color that's easy. When we talk about breeding. Size, okay, that's simple. You just breed with a dog that's throwing big dogs. I mean, And your dogs, your averages are going to be bigger. Now, are they going to be 30 pounds bigger than what you started off with? Maybe not, but they might be, on an average 10 to 8 to 15 pounds bigger.
Buck, I just sent you some pictures.
I like that Hazel Myers dog, bro. She looks so beautiful.
You can pull
Her
it.
structure, she got all that big bone stuff right there, bro. That's crazy. Them dogs look so good, Buck.
What dog?
Just all of the ones that you just put up. Just the structure and shit. I'm amazed just to see how genetically how they advanced.
599.
Bloodthirst, super sticker, bloodthirst.
Salute.
Hold up. Uh-oh. Somebody's kicking my door down too. Super sticker. Appreciate you, brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Oh, magic. Okay. That little rascal yin gang. Her magic was throwing some good ones too. Wing. Oh yeah. There's some people that swear by that magic book.
Breezy, I've been down your way, bro.
Oh man, it's going down. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
They bulldog.
My brother.
Gotta keep scratching.
Yes, sir. Every day. Every day you wake up, it's a new adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing. I'm happy I ain't at work right now. They done got their head cracked in there.
Appreciate it, we move, size
They
is
calling me
everything.
talking about, man. I'm like, don't even think about it. I'm not coming in right now. I'm busy.
I'm mad at it. I ain't
Bulldogging.
Yes. Wayne Mill, what up, man?
Buck, I sent you some pictures that you could put up for Psycho.
All them pictures?
Yeah.
And you know that shit ain't like a pad.
No. And I can see the structure on them.
And pictures is a lot of work. Let me see. Hold up.
Yeah, I know it. You gotta go back.
Let me see, man.
Are we gonna go?
Let me see. You send it to the. Uh-oh. That pathological. That pathological.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. We were just talking about confirmation. Just talking about confirmation. Gee. Damn.
That's just gonna we're gonna go like you have like shoes that match with this. Or I have the
He said variation of structure isn't an issue within the breed. It's probably when you start heading toward the extremes a conformation too tall, light bone too short, etc. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think they're still so versatile. It's just when you don't pay attention. Because I used to do that. I used to breed 2 short dogs. I used to do that, bro. And the litter would turn out so good, and you waited all that long, and then you just didn't check that one box. And all it is just really looking at the ancestry and looking at that dog and saying, okay, so I like the blood, and this guy said that Jeep did. See, that's when that shit goes out the window, bro. You know, and you actually got to look at the dogs for what they are, you know, and what the function and whatever. But often than not, well, in my earlier years, I used to didn't pay attention to that. I used to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna breed this motherfucker. I'm doing that breeding. I'd be waiting for a year to do the fucking breeding, and skip over the whole fact that these dogs really don't complement each other all the way. So what happens is you get something good, you get something real good, but it's just not polished, you know.
Burning Star, what's up, brother?
You want a polished product.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, man. What do I know? Smoke weed. What the fuck I know?
Yeah.
Ain't this a wake and bake show? These guys can't possibly know what the hell they're talking about.
No, these are some high-ons.
No, this is swamp, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
The swiggity. No. We in the swiggity right now.
How you want to smoke if you don't smoke?
Yeah, that one dog, man. That dog, Chapito's sister, man. Beautiful, man. And it shows. You went to the show. You put belt to ass.
Yep.
You know, you didn't just pull up to the show. You know, you put belt to ass at the show. That's huge.
That showed the progress, brother.
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication.
Showing that you're elevating.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, brother.
Bro, ain't no breed on earth that has been worked or put together more well than the American Pit Bull Terrier. I don't care. It's closed for argument, bro.
We say it ain't even open for debate at this point, huh?
Nah. You can't do what we do with these dogs to them other breeds. You can't. It takes years and years of just don't argue.
When you guys got a show coming up, man, what's going on?
We got to get.
What could we be expecting? What could we be expecting from the Tales from the Swamp?
I'm working on a little documentary right now with the conditioning of on conditioning dogs and stuff, and it'll be out soon. I'm just taking my time, bro. I don't want to just drop anything.
Take your time, man. You gotta take your time.
I want to make sure that shit is right. I don't want to rush nothing, drop nothing, and none of that.
Yeah.
You know, we all working together. It ain't me just uploading. So, you know, everybody putting their little touch to it. I just want to make sure it's right because we representing a certain brand, bro, and it gotta be either 100 or we wasting our time.
Mad Doctor in the building.
But yeah, coming soon. It's a video coming soon. I'm working on it. It might be out within the next couple of days. I might have to tweak a little bit, but you know, time is essence, and just to be continued. You're gonna see some good shit until we start going live too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Get it. Run it up.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
run it up. We still, I mean, there's still a lot of slots. If you look at timing and everything, I know everybody want to fight over time, and I don't worry, I just do me.
Yes,
But
sir.
there's enough hours and time, and that way, the big goal is to bring more people to the community. I think we all have a unique job when it comes to that, a responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's not just to come to the community to suck from the community, but it is to bring more resources to the community.
Right.
I think if everybody's doing that, it opens up the lane a little bit more. And pretty soon I get to cross over Shaquille O'Neal and go right past his big slow ass. And
I can't
if
wait.
I was
bro.
in my 20s, I would have banged out.
Yeah. I see the process though, but I love your patience, bro. Your patience is what really got you where you at.
Yeah, or the lack of patience. One of the two. Sometimes I just like, if I see the lane, I see it all the way through, I go for it, man. Sometimes people don't see it. They like kind of hesitant about it. But if I see the lane, man, it's open, man. I think I should run through the lane.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm going.
Yeah. I totally agree with that one.
Wide open.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm gonna really just every day load up some short clips of you teaching certain things and shit off of your page. Like real gems,
Hell yeah.
not just.
And I give you I give you all the little logos and decals and all the, what I'm saying, all the, that way you could spritz it up and shit, and
Yes, sir.
it's real simple, man. Hey, I tell everybody, hey, you could use all the content, man. Even if you want to go
Every
get the
day, bro,
gossip,
you say
and
it.
you could, motherfucker could run it up a million ways, but just throw a little dog a bone, man. Let them know where they could get the original video or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I would do if I was,
Exactly.
unless I'm just bagging on you. But I feel, this is the original content. It's from this, whatever, or to link the video in there or something. Yes, that
sir.
way it doesn't matter who shares it or who uses your shit or whatever, because it's all just getting promoted to where it needs to be,
to the main source.
There's no popping channels that don't have other people sharing their content. None. You name it right now. You name one fucking channel that's popping and nobody repost or do nothing with their content. Name it right now. I'll wait.
I think Joe Rogan got the most people that repost his shit.
Yeah, man. Joe Rogan's, he's a guru.
Come on, y'all. Think about what he just asked. That question is deep. Think about it. Who?
No, it's not gonna happen. You could think all day. I'll wait.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Content share is important.
Shit. Let's see who's up in the chat. What's up, chat? Throw some questions up in here.
Yeah, drama side put them together.
My boy Rocco, salute. But yeah, throw some questions. Let's pick Buck's brain while he live, man.
Yeah, because you never know. I might be up off of here quick.
That's why I just said it, bro.
You never know. But I'm doing good multitasking. So
yes, sir.
as long as I could do that, then I'm good. But if I can't multitask, I just get the fuck off of here.
I got a question. As far as breeding, what do you think is the hardest part of the breeding? Because you told me the other day that the size is the easiest thing to get out of your dog. What would you say is the hardest, Buck?
From what I hear from everybody,
yeah,
and different lines and stuff, historically speaking, and of course, if you doing hogs or whatever, I think a game dog, bro.
Yeah,
that's the hardest. That's the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you got it, then you got it. But if you don't, or you just starting from scratch looking for that, you know, and to find out if you got that, like there could be different levels to where you might not never find out. You know, I heard a story about a motherfucker had a dog and of course, you know, he went through all the steps with whatever the dog man told him to do with the dog. And, you know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 11 minutes, you know what I'm saying? He only wanted to look at him a few times, but he ended up looking at him 5, 7 times, you know, because he could never find nothing that could stand in front of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that situation right there, he didn't really know if the dog was even game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it could be something that elusive from your program that you just never know. And then some people find out the hard way, you know, and lose a dead game dog, you know. And we're just talking about historically.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody doing this shit today. But this is what, you know, you hear these stories. Oh, you lost her game. So you said she would have been your antidote for curs. You know, you got this right here. You can put her into your line, and you probably guarantee you some dogs that's gonna be there all night. You know, and then sometimes people get this stuff. They chasing this mouth, and they chasing all this, and they just skip the whole class about gameness. So then they end up producing a whole bunch of dogs that quit and everything.
Right.
You look at certain lines, they say, and I heard this a lot with the Eli dogs. I know people's gonna chew me out, even though them dogs never was bred tight enough to even say, and we won't go there. But it was said that you had to have a big ass yard if you're running that bloodline. You know, this is 20, 30 years ago. And this is 30 something years ago, bro. You know, that people will say this. Like, why would they just say that?
Yeah.
You know, why would they just tell you that? Like, oh man, if you got them dogs, you got to have a big ass yard. You know me, I'm the type, I'm gonna ask why. And why was that they quitting like a motherfucker, stopping like a motherfucker. Either they gonna kill you in 20, they gonna stop in 30. How many people heard that? That's not new.
No.
You know, so therefore they were having whole big ass yards, feeding them for years, and then turning out that none of them turned out to be really game.
Right.
Yeah, you had some that do some casualties and fuck something up and do, you know, shit like that. But
just hard mouth.
At the end of the day, motherfucker get around that shit. You on your own, you know, and then now you got to rely on. Was I really breeding for gameness? Was I really, you know, was I jelly dicking around and just looking for the hype and all of this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so me personally, I think gameness is the hardest thing to get. And if we want to take the new days into the old days, let's just say we went to everybody's fucking yard right now and just looked at everybody, there would be so many curs, it will shock you.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's today. So and you don't have to do nothing with them. I know what it is. I already know. But that's the probability. It's not going to change from back then to now. You have people, they got 15, 20 dogs. They say, all right, this weekend, you know, they got people coming over. They push it back 2-3 weekends. Okay, this weekend, we really going to get down. And they got 15 dogs and leave with 4.
Right.
You know, because them motherfuckers quit like a motherfucker. And some of them didn't even put up a good go. They just stopped just because they was just straight rank curs. You know? So I think that's a trait that is kind of hard to get. I think Pitwise said mouth inability mouth. I mean, you know, I think it's probably it could be equal. It's hard to do.
Yes.
Although, you know, I heard, you know, I mean, you know, different dogs, you know, them motherfuckers gonna bite, dog. If that shit is bred like that a certain way, like we was seeing all that Maverick shit and you know all that shit. Them dog, I mean, all of them ain't gonna bite. You ain't gonna have no hella consistency probably, but you're gonna get something in there that's gonna bite, dog. You're gonna have a motherfucker that is curse snapping, biting the fuck out of something. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes them dogs just got hard mouths. That's just how they are. You know, like gameness, I think that's more within. That's more like the way the dog is wired up. That's why I say that's different, you know, as far as that go. Because he could be the biggest, scariest looking motherfucker in the world and just be like a 5-minute cur.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, everything you got to pay attention to. I think size, in my opinion, is I can get some big dogs on the yard, man. I go get a big 50-pound bitch and breed her with a fucking big ass male that's got a certain bloodline. And I'm most likely I'm gonna have some big ass dogs.
Yeah.
You want some 50, 60 pounders? You're gonna get that. It helps even more if he got big dogs in his lineage. He didn't just come out big, you know. He just ain't like an anomaly, but he didn't just come out like that. But you know, his family, he comes from a family of dogs that, you know, for the most part, they throw average to large sized dogs,
right?
You know, and then it's vice versa. You don't like that, they're getting too big. You love the dogs, but they're getting too big, maybe in your area. So you just pipe it down, and I wouldn't say inbreed because a lot of people just throw that shit around, and I don't want to have motherfuckers doing that shit. But you just go breed to a line that is gonna give you predominantly average to smaller size dogs. You just pipe it back down. None of that has anything to do with the gameness. None of that has nothing to do with the ability. None of that has to do with the speed. You know, now shrinking them back down or taking a big dog, crossing with a little dog, and then trying to maintain different genetics and stuff like speed and agility and things like that. You know, that could be a little trickier. But if you just asking for a 50-pound dog, I think that's fairly easy to fucking do. I don't have to check anything. I don't have to do anything. You know, I can just breed it like that and start breeding big dogs. So I told you I had 25-pound pit bulls. You know, I did that on purpose. I had some little motherfuckers. I said, okay, let me try something. You know, but that didn't speak to everything else about the dog. To this day, some of them dogs are still around. Tiny dogs. Tiny. And, yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Look
Can't
at
even
this.
get them that small though, but that's dope.
Put up my camera, Buck. This dog gonna look just like Milagro.
Let me see. Hold up.
This is how she looked when she was this age. Black.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, everybody, man, tap that like button, subscribe. You know what we doing, man? We just in here. We just in here, man. Let me get this up. Hold up. Boom. There we go. Yes, sir. Salute the swamp.
The swamp.
They said we wouldn't make it. Now we got
That's
the
a
best
beautiful,
shit.
beautiful dog.
So you look just like this is how Milagro looked when she was a pup. Exactly. This is a male though. He's gonna be a little bigger.
How old is that dog, Breezy?
4 months.
No shit.
Yeah. These was the ones, remember when I showed y'all the pups when I had the 2 litters and everything?
Yeah.
This is one of them. But
yeah, they nice.
It's
Shiny
a
coat.
Swamp.
Got a good coat on it, healthy.
Yeah, it's a half brother.
You know good product when you see it.
Yes, sir.
Now, you got a studio in there, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you ain't nobody just got no speakers like that just for the hell of it.
You already know, brother.
Come on, man. I'm listening to this off my speakers now. You know,
Me too.
you know, shit. Borderland got a fucking studio over there.
Bro, Breezy ain't playing.
I'm about to get on a 16. It's been a while.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, Breezy probably got one of them jackknives set up, ready to go. He gonna pull over at the truck stop and get ready to go.
Hell yeah. Drop it off. Hey, drive a quick one. Hell yeah. What's up, buddy?
Thank you for your hard work, brother.
Appreciate it. What's up, buddy?
Beautiful animal.
Yeah.
Get y'all weights up. Get y'all weights up.
Get it in, man. Hey, look at this joker right here, though, man.
Yeah,
look at that joker right there,
bro.
Psychopath.
Sheesh.
Psychopath.
Psycho killer. Norman Bates.
Hell yeah.
Look at that structure, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh, psycho.
Look at his stance. Oh my God.
Yeah,
man. I think he's what would you say he weighs?
Right now, you know what? I'm not gonna bring him anyway. I would say and then he probably at about 36.
Nah. I say
he got a lot of weight on him too. So he a little motherfucker, but you see how thick he is.
Bro, he looked like he about 45, 50 pounds.
In that picture, he about 40 pounds.
About 40?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about 40.
Yeah, he got a nice, I like him, man.
Beautiful specimen.
Bolio. Bolio Klaus, Kizenball. 31 times Coca-Cola. He's 31 times Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
31 times.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, it don't get better
Y'all
than that.
separate the puppies.
That boy ain't playing. That boy's coming to play.
Yeah.
That boy.
I'll tell you, you see him. You got that eye. You got that eye, brother.
He's trying to get his lineage out there, man. His puppies are amazing, man. They saw some hogs and went
playing. Y'all need to get some of that. Stop playing for real.
Dude, I'm telling you, like if you don't want nothing screaming, don't get none of this shit. Because his puppies are screaming right now.
No shit.
Screaming. About 4 months old. Screaming. Screaming. Just like they won't shut up. Screaming.
I love that.
Screaming, bro.
Like ready to work.
Yeah.
Put them on a mill, just yelling throughout the whole mill. Beautiful dog, bro.
He's very intelligent too.
Just look at the muscle structure, bro. Shoulders, chest, stance, back legs. The back legs look so strong. Balance is there.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that psycho.
You got to see. Honestly, we got to get old little haystack. He got to get.
Yeah.
You got to get some breedings up. He got to. You know what I'm saying? He got to pass on
this way. Get it done.
You know what I'm saying? That guy, shit, he a superstar sitting on the bench. Come on, man. You can't put the superstar on the bench. He from the top kennel. Shit. Come on now.
Yeah.
We could talk shit, but Garner's still the top kennel right now, man.
Oh, hands down. And for years.
And everybody knows that too. Like, we all know that. We all know that. Like,
you see that double dynamite shit he posted yesterday? Yeah, or was it yesterday? One of these days that just passed, he posted
Nah,
some
nah.
nice shit.
Psycho's not a hard keeper. He's chill, man.
Yeah, you can tell he's chill.
Yeah, he don't tear shit up. He chill.
He said he's chill, huh?
He's chill till you press that button.
Oh yeah, nah. Don't get it twisted. I mean,
Right.
Now he looks happy though. He looked
Bro,
very
that's
happy,
something I would
man.
love to have in the yard. That's a beautiful.
He looking shiny. He looking good, man.
Red,
I
right?
like that. Yeah.
Bro. How you get his coat so shiny?
Man, well, you know the cocoa oil in his food.
You in the desert too. So how the
Yeah,
hell?
that's exactly why I asked that, Buck.
I ain't really seen the too many guys in the desert got they shit looking good,
They
glossy like
usually
that.
look like they got allergic reactions on their skin and shit.
Yeah, no.
In that dry heat.
You feed him right. You know, I'm telling y'all that diamond puppy. I ain't even playing with it. And then, you know, cocoa oil, give them their gut health meds and their food and make sure they all right. Keep them wormed. We got a Psycho.
He looked like he got some nice vertical to him, too.
Oh, yeah, he can jump.
I could tell by his back legs.
Yeah, he can jump. But he chill, man. I like this though.
Good temperament.
Yeah.
Good everything. Happy. Look at how happy he is. Smiling.
Smiling at you. Come here, boy.
He know he gonna get all them hoes on that yard.
He next up. Next up. Like Buck said, one of them trap dogs will come over
My
here.
brother, salute. Salute. I love it, man. I swear to God, I love it. That's where the passion come from, bro.
Yeah, right there. Said TG wasn't number one until DT and the rest went away. Think about going and crossing him into this McCollum stuff I got.
I don't know, man. It's something about them dogs with that black mask, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the red dogs. Don't get me wrong. Like, but the ones with that black mask, they just look so good. I have not seen too many that don't look right.
So I want your honest critique.
Nice head, too. Big neck. Dope ass collar.
Yeah. Getting a pair of that dino there.
Yeah.
K-Pit wise. No, yeah, man, but no, Psycho a good dog, man.
You said how old Psychopath?
He going on 4. Right, Buck?
Nah, I think Psycho's like 3.
3 going on 3. Or no, he's 3. Well, yeah, going on 4. He's like 3.5.
Is he?
Yeah.
Damn, that fool. His old ass. He getting up there.
Hey, at least hey, I'm not gonna even say it. Sorry. Can't give no flunkies no. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah. God bless him, bro. That's a beautiful animal.
Okay, so he'll be 3 in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he 2. Well, yeah, 2.5. December.
Yeah, 2 and
5 months away. 2.5 going on.
Yeah, 2 and yeah. He damn near 3. He 3. Fuck it.
Yeah.
He 3 just in case one of them Hey, Pit Wise, my brother. Hey, appreciate the donation. Appreciate you, my brother.
Salute.
Numbers like this, I make a move. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win, ain't tryna lose.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. Hey, they feeling some type of way. It's gonna be some videos coming out about your boy. Just for people hating on the super chats.
You already know.
Appreciate it though. Win,
Yeah.
win, win.
Let's go, Wayne.
Let's run it up. You know, we just doing what we supposed to do, man. Give y'all that good dog talk.
Yes, sir.
We chopping it up about a whole bunch of things, man. Brothers just, enjoying the dog. I was on mute, but I think it's a little underrated, just the experience of growing up a dog. Like, even if you got a psychopath son or something, just to grow that motherfucker from a puppy all the way up, that process, that's an amazing, it's a fulfilling, it's a stress relieving, it's a good moment in life,
Yeah,
That's huge.
That's what
huge.
it is, bro. Swear to God.
But,
That's why I love
your children. The best
starting
thing
off from
about your
pups.
dogs is watching them grow up.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is watching them get old.
Yeah.
Right. I guess there is a two ends of it.
It is.
Yeah,
It's two ends of it. But see, I look at it for the preservation of the breed. So it's like, if you're gone, but I got a couple trinkets from you,
Yeah.
then it makes it a little easier to let you go.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
I don't like a dog living a hard life, man. When I'll go take them to the vet. I ain't gonna let them suffer because of old age. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like you said, it's easier. Like Gemma, she's getting old. Her brother and sisters are okay, but she just aged fast. I guess because she had 3 litters or whatever. Yeah. But
that's why you gotta freeze some of that stuff up, bro.
Yeah. But see, look, there go Milagro. She's off of actually Gemma's sister, but I have 3 daughters off of Gemma and 5 males. So
What was your favorite one off that litter?
off of this litter?
Yeah.
With Milagro, Chapito. Chapito.
I mean, that was a stupid question.
Chapito's belly mate.
I'm trying to keep the conversation going. I didn't even think about that. That was dumb as hell.
Chapito.
Boy, Chapito. I love saying that.
But no, they are her Gertie too. The other female. Nice. I was trying to find a picture of Gertie. She ain't done no shows, but I couldn't find it to send them. But that's Milagro, man. That's that chopper on top of that Achilles blood.
We got another from Bloodthirst, Buck.
Oh, Bloodthirst hit. Let's go 360 fire.
He might be in the back end real quick.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
we
bro.
appreciate it, Bloodthirst. You know what time it is, brother?
Yes, sir. Salute. Bloodthirst support hard.
Yeah.
All day, all night. No matter what channel, I'll always see Bloodthirst.
Right. 100.
You know, you already know. But yeah, man. I love the direction you going in your program, bro.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, I was telling one of my homies, I was like, bro, some of the best black dogs that I've ever seen come off your yard.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
I mean, it's the dedication you put into it, Breezy.
Yeah.
That's
But that
work
pup I just showed, that's exactly what she looked like when she was a pup. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah. She looked just like that pup in there fighting with the other pup. Son.
Man. I wish I can get some of the old stock I used to have, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sick. I'm so sick. But hey, the future is gonna be brighter. That's all.
I'll put her hell yeah, finna live with him. Greasy corner kid. You already know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What's the average size they coming up to be? How big is Chapito?
Chapito's gonna be about a 36, man.
36? He look a
Yeah.
lot bigger, bro. I don't get that's the muscle. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a structure. He's real thick bone, but you know, she's gonna be about a 35.
Right.
34, 35. She's taller than Chapito though.
Yeah.
She's a little taller than Chapito.
She's gonna add the legs to the puppies.
Yeah. She's a beautiful specimen, man.
Yeah. I've always liked them dogs that got the legs, bro.
Yeah.
Pitwise, I see you, brother. Hey, man, keep working. Let's put it together.
Yeah. Hey, Bloodthirst.
Bloodthirst hit you with. Oh, go ahead. Hit you with
yes, sir.
2-piece.
Hold up. Let me get it up here. See, they're gonna be pissed today. Appreciate y'all though. For real. For real, man. Y'all could be anywhere else, but you guys could be watching Blue's Clues right now, but you're not. You're here.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Bloodthirst.
I had threw you another 5 in there too, Buck, which I don't even need you to do all that. I was just letting you know. So you want to roll today?
Nah, come on, man. We rolling that. Come on, man. You know why? You know why? You know why? You know why we gotta roll that?
Tell me, my brother.
Because I never
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's up. Appreciate y'all.
Hey.
God knows I need it. If y'all don't know, God knows.
Hey,
You feel me?
we are brothers keeper. I'll tell you that. That's all I could say.
I like that dog, bruh. I like that dog.
I was just telling them that.
That's good.
like
I'm
that
trying
dog.
to find a good picture of Chapito.
I like how she's pointing, bro. with her
Chapito, I don't
face.
know. Chapito fucking with her, bruh.
Come on, man.
I ain't trying to look. Cause you bred him, right?
Yeah.
So it should be hard to, like it shouldn't be like he's smashing her just because you.
No, you ain't smashing it. I just, Chapito, my boy.
But look though, she, in my opinion, maybe I gotta look at him. She seems like she's more proportionate. Am I wrong or not?
Mm.
Let me see Chapito, bro.
I'm trying to find a good.
Send me some Pito, bro. See, I got you on the hot seat now.
There we go.
we need a backdrop for that.
I gotta see Pito. I know he ran off with the trophy, but this dog ran off with some trophies too, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
this
breeding
dog was
trophy
running
winners
through
over
trophies
here.
That dog look like ran off with the trophy twice.
We breeding trophy winners over here.
So Borderlands pulling up, snatching it.
Where are all them people that want to show their dogs that talk about digital? I don't want to see this.
Hold on.
Man, I gotta cut grass today. My allergies started fucking with me. As soon as I thought about that.
That shit kicked my ass this morning.
I'm trying to find where
I finally just got over it.
Where he's slim.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go live, then I just get to sneeze and I'll be like, man, I ain't in no shape to go live.
Bro, I remember that one day, bro.
Man, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm tough.
that one day, you was like, "This shit kicking my ass, but fuck it, let's go."
Bro, this shit's kicking my ass, but I be sniffling and shit.
Eyes watery,
burning. I'm on that youter. And they might think I'm on that youter over here.
Booger sugar.
In that picture, but that you can see his he's not work like she was work for this.
Pit Wise is coming for you, man.
Shout
Pit
out
Wise is coming for you, man. I love to get but remember, Pit Wise,
What's the
if you're going for the cover, make sure you do it the vertical view with the picture, because it's gonna be a tall book. It ain't gonna be no wide book. It's gonna be a tall book. So
Salute
just to
Ty Green.
get your game up so you can know what angle you need, but face the
Todd, what's good,
Todd
Todd?
talking smack now. Todd said he got some stuff to show.
What's going on, brother? We was just talking about you. How that pup doing?
Yes, sir. Ganja.
Ganja.
I could have sworn she was gonna be in my yard. Yes, sir. I don't know. That's gonna be hard to beat on the cover. Ooh wee. She locked in on whatever she looking at.
Let me charge that phone back up.
Yeah.
What the hell was she looking at, Breezy? Cause she
I don't know. I
locked
didn't have her
in.
at the show. Mona had her at the show, I think. But
Look how focused she is.
She is on fire, man. Huh?
And they say dogs is different from humans. Yeah, right.
She's locked in. See, these other pictures where he kind of slimmed down. He in the water.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I gotta roll up. Fuck that.
Oh yeah.
I gotta roll up, man. I don't know about y'all.
Oh, I'm on that with you right now.
I'm like DMX when he shot dude. He was like, roll up. I'm trying to get hot.
Oh, I got some gas too, bro.
He said, man, roll up. I'm trying to get hot.
My boy came and dropped off a zip to me, bro. This is some of the best shit I've ever smoked.
Yeah, this shit, man. I've been sleeping on this right here. It's called candy gelato.
Oh yeah.
Monster cookies and Starburst.
No shit. They put a candy gelato with monster cookies.
Yeah, monster cookies, candy gelato, and Starburst with a Z.
Yeah, I used to grow the monster cookies. That was one of my favorites.
That shit.
That monster cookies is that shit tastes so good. One of the best cookie strands out here. And then you talking about Starburst? Starburst straight gas.
Yeah, man. What could we do? What could we do to build this up? Give me some ideas, chat. What could we do to build this empire?
Oh yeah.
What can we do? Because I know the chat got great ideas. What can we do?
Said she's always taking my mower around. Trying to get the tires.
Bro, Buck gonna be cutting grass. I'm thinking. Buck always stay thinking. His mind don't stop. That's why he don't sleep.
You gotta stay in motion. I sleep now. I sleep at the right time.
Yeah.
You know. See, I be sleep at like 9 to 11 at night.
Yeah.
You only need 6 hours, bro. I don't care who you are.
Facts.
You really only need 5, really.
6 is the most.
A kid, yeah, they need a lot of hours because they still growing, you know. And then it's always good to rest every now and then, you know, to get that full, you know. But if you look at it, like, yeah, I do get up early, but I think even last night I probably went to bed about 11.
Yeah.
So I was back up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's
Levels.
plenty. You
Yeah.
up, you up. I ain't never really got shit about being woke just laying in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Maybe I need to look into this more, and there might be some type of there ain't no benefit in that. You know,
Right.
my eyes is open, I'm woke, I'm getting up. You know.
Yeah, because I fell asleep listening to What the Helly last night.
Okay. So those guys, what time did they get off of there? Because that shit got so crazy. I turned that shit off, man. What time was that? Okay,
I
so
want to
now I
say,
can't even lie how late I stayed up last night. How late was that motherfucker on last
bro,
night?
I remember it was 2 a.m. and they was still arguing about. My man was misunderstanding. What was his name? Lil Billy was misunderstanding my man E. That's the last part I remember.
Yes, it must have been about 11 or
Oh,
12. I might have
and
been
then
to
Jack
bed at like
came up
midnight.
there. Oh, girl.
But I get my sleep, bro. There's
Yeah.
nothing gonna get me, deprive me of the sleep. Never. I'm never up past midnight. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Never, because a lot of times, like, well, it's summertime, but even my son, like, he get up early, he got to go to football. My girl get
Right.
up, she still work, so she's up out of here. So it ain't right now. Yeah, it could get wild. The house, they run around, CC running around and shit, but that nighttime, it's over, man.
Right. I think you did actually probably go off at around 11:30.
You said what?
It might have been 11:30 your time, because last I remember it was like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was just too stupid. I can't, because I see the growth of other podcasts.
Yeah.
Like I actually pay attention to that. Like if I wasn't paying attention to it, then it wouldn't bother me. But when you look at the growth of other podcasts and you look at how they can actually sit there and have a decent conversation without trying to talk over each other, it gets annoying. On here too, sometimes it's like, whoa, like
very frustrating. Yeah.
Like, damn, okay. But maybe some people like to listen to that. They're probably an audience for that. But I'm sure it's a little bit more entertaining when everybody can actually hear what you got to say. And if it takes you 5 minutes, like, you might butt in right now, be like, hey, let me get in. I've been waiting, and you could always get your shit. And I noticed a good tool is to even write it down. Like if it's something that you really wanted to not forget, and you think, because that's what it is. People gonna forget their point, so they want to hurry up and get it out now. It's communication. But nah, you can get it out. Just wait your turn. Write that shit down. It was your turn. You got the floor uninterrupted. That is when you get growth. That's when the growth happens, right there. So until we figure it out, we're just gonna keep getting the same results. We getting so.
You can mute them on what's it called too though, but on StreamYard.
You said what? You said what happened?
You can mute it on, like, when they over talking and you want to get back control. It used to be a button on StreamYard. You can mute everybody's mic.
Yeah, now that's cool, but there also are people that understand how to communicate.
Yes, sir.
And then you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I see the button. It's right here. I've been using it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use it for, like, you got a sidebar in the background of the TV for copyrights. I use it for that. I don't really like to mute people, but I know that button. It's just you gotta when
more
you
professional.
understand that, because some people's new,
Right.
and they don't really understand how podcasts are ran and everything. Like I said, we ain't gonna change overnight, but eventually, it'll start being more professional. The broadcast will get bigger. Broadcast get bigger. I'm just trying to learn. Like I said, I did it this way, talking over each other. And I did that shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I mean, shit, it probably take years for motherfuckers to catch up to the shit I done already did. But now, and even before now, it's time to actually put a good product together that's good. What do you want to do? No. Get down. Go. No. He trying to fuck something up. He get
But
to
yeah,
pushing
most
buttons and shit. You want to push some buttons? Go ahead. Push some buttons.
Let's go, CC.
Not the other buttons. You know the buttons.
These?
Yeah.
Fatality.
Perfect sound.
There he.
Plumber.
Hey, he. He knows how to do a show. You know how to do a show? All right, what can I do for you, son? What can I do?
Salute the chat, y'all sticking in. Them opinions is very important. Them questions is very important. Growth is very important. My brother Wayne Mew, always spitting gems in the chat. Y'all gotta catch it. You dig? I swear to God, Wayne Mew always dropping gems in the chat for us. Just pay attention. Big Saul in the house. Salute. And man, most important thing is the advancement of these dogs. And like Buck was saying, communication is important, especially when you're trying to get your point across. So, and he doing a damn good job working on it too. Lot boy, salute. But yeah, man, getting your point across and then having somebody else's opinion come through, that's what makes good topics, good conversation. People understand. But the arguing stuff, like everybody going back and forth on top of each other, it do get kind of messy because it's hard to hear what people are actually saying. But salute, this bulldogging is real. Big Saw, you just getting off? Sure. What's some stuff y'all got cooking over there, bro? Type it in the chat. What y'all working on? Just until Buck get back.
I'm back, man. I'm back,
oh,
man.
There you go. Yes, sir.
We back like cook crack. Ask the flamingo. He knows. But yeah, man. Look. What was we chopping it up about?
People over talking.
Oh no, that's done. We know what to do. I know what to do.
Yeah.
I know what to do. You gotta have a good show. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So the separation, we separated it. You make the fine tunes that need to be made, and you just always elevating. Because once you fix that problem, it's gonna be another one. We know that. It's gonna be some more shit. It's gonna be more elevating. There's gonna be more people doing big numbers. And it's gonna be the positive thing that we're gonna be looking at they're doing. It's not gonna be the negative that they're doing. I'm gonna look at all the positive things that they're doing to help grow their shit. And I'm gonna try to better this situation. Everybody involved, you know.
Yeah. That's most
So
definitely.
no, it's we all right. We all right. I can't talk too much about it because there's things that's coming together. Put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. And make sure
Things
y'all get that
that's coming
magazine,
together.
fellas and ladies. It's a lot of good stuff in that magazine. And if you're looking for studs, I'm telling you, you're going to find what you're looking for in that magazine too.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of good ones, man. Bunch of good ones. Bunch of good stuff. I was checking it out yesterday. Just flip straight to the back. I like how I did that. I think I'm gonna keep that same concept. You know, I
Yeah.
drill you in the beginning with all of the husbandries and all the different parasites, and you know, I try to make it real textbook just in case you got the short attention span. You know, you barricade through that, bam! Now it just opens up to you, and you get to check out some more and different things, and check out some other people. And then at the end, we just had to bang you with the studs right there. That way, next time you get the book, you can automatically just flip straight to the back. If you just there for the studs, or you just grabbing that book just for the studs, you ain't much of a reader, you don't give a fuck about all that other shit, then look, just flip straight to the back, brother. It's right there for you. I got you. Because some motherfuckers just want to go to the back. See, I'm the type, you know, I want to get my shit and go. I ain't there for the party, man. I mean, it's as good as it is, but I'm not much of a consumer. You know, I'm the type that I'm throwing the motherfucking party. I'm not just there and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just your mindset.
Yes, sir. That's most definitely. You built it right. Like you said, for the people that like to read certain stuff, you got it in that area. For the people that's looking for something else, it's right there too. So salute, Bug. That was one of the dopest magazines I've ever purchased. I brag about it every day. I just love how you put it together.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna go check out some old shit. I'm gonna go check out because I ain't got no source joints like Benzino put together.
Right.
I want to go look at that. I want to go because I remember that magazine, but I want to really go look at it and just look at it, just analyze it, just let my
Study
brain
it.
wrap around it and just how it's put together and the sequence of it and you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know, I think that was a historical move that he did, and so I know it's got to have some good stuff. Look at the just different little styles that they did.
Yeah.
And it's definitely gonna sharpen up my blade when I carve out this next project. So get that content in. You got that good content.
Yes, sir.
You know, get that content in, man. Get that you know, you can shoot it to me on IG or reach out to me on IG for that right there. You can hit me on my business line. That's the business line. You can't miss it.
100.
Breezy was saying he might raffle up another dog.
Yeah. We gonna work the details out.
Yes, sir.
Definitely
Another
work the
win.
details out.
Another win.
Another win for the win.
Win for the win.
You winning for the wins. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, let's win again for all the wins, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's how you keep winning.
Yep. Gotta keep pushing.
Bro, don't stop. That motor stay moving. If you want to get off, go ahead. You just gonna drown.
Yeah, drop you off the boat. We can keep pushing. I hope your rowboat get you somewhere.
But
Shit,
yeah,
all right, fellas, let me get to these chillings. I got these
Yes,
puppies
sir.
on the river. I'm fighting.
I'll tap in with you fellas, man. I'll tap in.
love y'all
Already.
boys. Yep.
Appreciate
Much love
y'all
to
for
the
pulling
chat.
up.
Everybody pulled up. Thank you.
Yes,
Hey, bro,
sir.
hit me on
Everybody,
the back
man.
end. You too, Blue.
It's been a good one. It's been a good one. It's been a good one.
For sure, for sure.
100.
100.
You know how we got to do, man. Keep it good.
Straightforward.
Let me see. We chopped it up about Yellow,
Yeah.
Ajax. Man, you just can't tell about no genetic. Genetics don't lie off of one picture, man. I'm standing on that.
Right.
You know, just one damn dog. You see one picture. Like if you see this one picture of Yellow and you see your dog got Yellow in the pedigree, and then you think just because that one picture, I'm sorry, Yellow looks different in many different pictures.
Pictures, yeah. That looked like
So-
he was just off of.
So don't
came
do
out
that,
of the
man.
sixth on that one.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh. Okay, I'll give it to you. Go. Yes, sir. Anyway, we'll see y'all on the next one, man.
already.
So
We out of here.
All right, family.
100.